everyone, and welcome back to another Vision Gaming video. I really hope you enjoyed the last one because I had so much fun making the entrance way and everything. So yeah, that was really interesting. And as you can tell from watching the video, we're currently making a flamingo habitat. Now I made this a couple days ago. And since then, Frontier actually added the rock counting towards your terrain in your habitats, which really messed up my flamingos. But luckily they patched that because everyone on the Bro Nation Discord was just like, no, Frontier, don't do this to us. So yeah, as you can see, I've decided I'd put a bridge through the centre of it. Well, it's kind of at an angle, so you can look both sides, and the left is the water and the right is water and land. And I've really wanted to have a go with doing some rock work, because in Planet Coaster I was never a rock work person. Like, I'd always try and avoid foliage and stuff. But in Planet Zoo I've really wanted to test myself, and I'm really happy with how it came out. I'm making a little hard shelter here for the flamingos, and the flamingos breed like crazy. I didn't realise, because I bought like 12 because I thought that they wouldn't really breed, and then all of a sudden, like within just a couple of days of playing, I had like 50 flamingos. So I've released a load to the wild because they were getting so annoyed with their habitat because of the rocks and the fact that they didn't have enough hard shelter, because there was like a whole army of flamingos. So yeah, but yeah, I'm using these to create a really natural look, and then I'll put the bedding in there and stuff. And then I'm just adding all the enrichment items as you have to. I was trying to get this to like be in the water, but it wasn't having it, so I had to get rid of it, and eventually I just had to undo the whole thing because it was not allowing me to put water back in. But anyway, yes, here you can see I'm preparing this rock work so I can copy and paste it around. So I'm just doing underneath the bridge, because that would be especially difficult, because I had to make sure it all lined up. But then once I get this little base wall, the rocks, the way I've built it was quite irregular, and so I can just copy and paste it around and it all looks natural. So yeah, I'm just putting reeds and stuff in, and the flamingos absolutely hate all of this. Like, they're so unhappy. Like, they've got 100, well no, their overall welfare is good, but they have like 123% plant coverage and 0% plants, because they just don't like having all of that plants. But yeah, the majority of this time lapse actually isn't the flamingos. I hope you enjoyed the cinematics at the start as well. I've never done that before, but I think they turned out quite nicely. So there's not going to be a live portion to this video, because yeah, I've kind of built ahead, so there'd be quite a few spoilers, and unlike the last episode, I can't hide it because it's really quite obvious what's there. But yeah, I hope you'll enjoy the next video as well. But for now, I really wanted to put this like habitat. I had no idea where to put the habitat gate in, because it's obviously quite difficult to get path down. But then I was like, ooh, I can go over the top. But this was just a massive pain, because the path tool just wanted to connect up. But I'm eventually really happy with how it ends up turning out. I think it's really nice, and I fill in all the area. I realised that was too high, so then I do it like that and fill in this with all reeds, and I make a rock work little cave. I don't know if I included that in the time lapse. There's a couple of things that I don't include in the time lapse because it's just boring. Like, I made a little play area that would have been in the next episode probably, but I just didn't want to put it in, and also I wasn't recording because I wanted to make a play area like since it started, because I could just think of the Chester Zoo one, and so yeah, I built it and then realised that I was actually really enjoying it. Shared a couple of photos on the Discord there was another creator, I think Carlos something 7G or something like that. He's really good, he makes really realistic builds, and he built a play area as well, so I was like, oh look, looks like we're making the same thing. But his is really nice. Mine turns out okay. Well, you'll see in cinematics next episode. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, I'll do like a couple episodes, and then we'll do like a little 5-minute episode where I tour the areas, and then once we finish the zoo, we'll have a cinematic shots. But anyway, so that was the flamingo exhibit done, and now I really like how this building turns out. Like, I didn't think it would turn out how it did. Like, I had a reference image and it was kind of similar, but like not. Like, I got my first inspiration of this wall, but the reference image that I was looking at was actually it was straight on, whereas I'm building it as a corner building, which I actually think it really works, and I absolutely love how the building turns out. It's got all this like supports and everything, and I put some information in there, some toilets, some food stands and everything, because I realised I literally don't have anything. And then opposite it there's like a eating area, which is it took me quite a while to kind of get into the flow of it. I was trying to build some lockers there, but it didn't really work. And windows in this game, the windows in Planet Coaster I absolutely loved, but these windows, I don't know what it is, they're just, I wish we just had a bit more variety. I feel like there's not enough. Like, I kind of feel like there's not enough of anything, but oh well, you'd think that they'd kind of fully fledged the game out a bit more, but like I love it, but there are quite a few things that are just a bit annoying. Quite a couple of bugs and stuff, such as like the X-axis crash that they supposedly fixed, but lots of people are still getting it. Freeze on startup, I think that's kind of gone. The main update was the rocks being included in the terrain, but I think that may have been like not meant, that wasn't on purpose, because it wasn't included in the patch notes, so I don't think Frontier would do that. They're not EA. Anyway, yeah, so I'm creating both sides, and I thought I could just copy and paste it, and then I realised because of the angle I'd have to change the entire building and flip it around. So yeah, that was fun, and then I realised it was a bit high, so I raised everything up a bit. And I really like the scale of it. It's really nice. Probably one of my better buildings in the game. But yeah, I start filling this in with a really nice little front and back bit, and then it's got a raised roof, which you'll see in a second. And I just kind of copied the same style and like design, but it is different at the same time. So yeah, I really wanted it to look supported and grounded, and I really like how it all looks and how it all turns out and everything. And then I put some foliage in, and it just completes it so much. It's so nice. I don't think I time-lapsed the foliage being put in, but it's in the opening cinematics. So yeah, I'm just adding all these little bits to it, trying detailing it. Like, I didn't want to over-detail it because because I was going for quite a modern look. They don't have like hundreds of details, but I didn't want it to be boring. There's a fine line between not making something look detailed and something that makes you look like you're bad at the game. It's quite a difficult balance. It's a bit like John T with his realistic parks. Like, they're so nice, but there is a difference between like, because his buildings are simple is going to sound bad, like because he goes for budget, it doesn't look like that's sounding really mean. He phrases it quite well. Go and watch his YouTube. But anyway, yeah, I was just filling in the back of this building, but I'm really happy with the way it turns out, just these double roofs and everything. It's just, I really, really, really like it. All the support beams and everything. But yeah, currently I am just building away. I really like this, like those, I think they're meant to be fence pieces, but I really like the way they looked when they were like draped over windows. And then I put some doors in, and then we fill the interior in. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. Oh, jump cut. So yeah, this is where I fill in the bottom of the path with loads of rocks. It looks really nice. It makes a nice little, almost like cave entrance. It kind of hides the habitat gate. You could say like there was 2 doors or something for extra security. I really like how it all looks in the end. And yeah, this episode also finishes up the entire entrance area, so there's lots of just like little bits like this going around the fence with all this foliage. I just thought it would kind of break up all the greyness, because ideally a zoo wouldn't want just everyone to see all the backstage areas and stuff. So yeah, I'm just curbing this extra little path, and it was actually really annoying because it didn't save. Like this half did, and then the rest of it didn't. So the front of the zoo looks slightly different. It's like the same. I didn't put as much time in because I'd already built it once. Oh yeah, and these plants being put in didn't save either. But I'm gonna redo the parking lot very soon because I hate it. It's awful. But here anyway, I am doing the eatery. Sorry if there's any background noise. I'm just, the windows are being cleaned. Right, what am I doing? Building all the facilities in now. I really wanted to put a, like, because exit through the gift shop, but like I couldn't make it fit, so I just... Right, this is the eating area. I was really struggling on this. I went on Discord for a couple ideas because I could not think of what to do in this space, because originally I was going to put like this building and I was just going to raise it up, and then I was like, oh no, there's a nice little opportunity for an eating area. But I'm quite happy with how it turns out. It's like, you see it's got like conservation boards and other stuff. It's got the benches and this like nice overhang. Yeah, so there's about 2 minutes left. I'm making these fences. I probably should have made custom fences here because they don't work as well, but I do go back and edit them to make them less sticky outy. So here you can see me putting the wall in. Oh, I think I was just taking a couple of screenshots of my flamingos then, and I was trying to do the roof because I wanted like a glass roof. If they'd been a bit smaller, I would have used them. But in the end I end up using these, and then I was trying to make lockers because I thought it'd be quite cool, and then I was like, oh god, no. So I deleted everything and I've restarted. So yeah, there's these, I put these fences in. I really like these fences. Yeah, they're really nice. I put some rocks in between to kind of tie it in, and then they become the supports for the upper area, and it really ties together. Oh, here I'm putting just more finishing up the entrance area. I really like how it turns out. I think it all looks really cool. Like this bit took me a little bit because it was quite fiddly and I just could not think of what to do, but in the end I was really happy with how it turned out. And so yeah, I told you I was going to use these panels. I wanted to use them in the entrance, but it just didn't work. I wish there was a bit more of a variety rather than just the 3. I could have one with wolves and stuff, but I put them together to make like a little scene of like the wolves and the deers, or the bears and the wolves, or the bears and the deers, or whatever. So yeah, there's this really cool content creator who talks about foliage. She is called Pond Shrimp, and she's really good. She's so relaxing. Her videos are really good. So yeah, you should definitely follow her. Then there is so I'm just finishing out the roof, trying to make it all look a bit irregular because that's how stonework is. It's not natural. Well, it is natural, but like straight lines aren't natural. So yeah, there's the conservation boards going in, and anyway, we've got about 2 seconds left, so goodbye. Thanks for watching.